onto the Treylon Burks train. I'm going to punch your ticket all aboard here. The hype train has not only left the station, it is screaming down the tracks. It is like the Polar Express when they're on the ice and like the back of the train is going like that's it. It feels like we're nearing derailment because things are so cheery, things are so rainbow unicorn happy sunshine. And I don't think it's a bad thing, right? If the idea is we're going to pump this guy up, listen, Calvin Ridley came out yesterday and was compared, my man, to a mix of AJ Brown and Terrell Owens. Okay, crazy comparisons, but saying it with your chest, I respect that as a teammate, 100%. JT, what we want to just get into these videos from him, or did you have an impression from him yesterday?
I mean, he continued to, I think there were some criticisms that he wasn't maybe going full speed last week or 2 weeks ago at OTAs. That was something that I saw a lot online. Man was cooking yesterday. I mean, especially on the opposite side of the field there from where we all were. They were doing a lot more routes down the field, working on that placement of the ball for the quarterbacks. And Treylon Burks was eating all of that up as the deep threat down there with a couple of the tight ends as well. So I think, it definitely warranted. I think that, for right now, the narrative hype train definitely can continue to chug along because so far we see no reason not to. And like you said, these videos are definitely going to back it up from what we heard from himself, but also Calvin Ridley.
All right. So let's just play these videos here. Treylon Burks was speaking with us for the first time this offseason yesterday. And so this first video is about him having all these veterans around him suddenly and what that is like for him as a player who is more tenured on the Titans than them. But obviously they are more tenured in the league. And here's what he had to say.
It brings confidence. It helps confidence. And, it's just them being there helping me. And also them asking me questions, for feedback, like I told the other guys. It's fun being around them and just being able to communicate anything with them, and them help me, and also I help them. So it's been fun.
I'm sorry, we're getting to
second clip here. We asked him about his confidence, where his confidence meter currently is. That's his initial words are going to be the answer to that question, and then follow up about what's the competitive fire for you like when they are bringing in all these guys in the offseason and you're getting bumped down the depth chart? Here were his answers.
I'm real confident. I'm having fun and healthy, and I can't be more blessed.
as a competitor, when you see, a Ridley brought in, a Boyd brought in, does that push you, or does that kind of light you up a little bit?
Yeah, 100%. But it's fun. Just going out there, seeing what they bring to the table, and then me bringing my A game to the table. And so we just go out there and compete together and have fun.
Has the last couple of years been frustrating?
And finally, my favorite of the three videos here, we asked him to describe the new offense, and he has a pretty interesting response.
I mean, it's fun, fast, what I'm used to, something similar to what I did in college. And so, just study it, get better at it, and have fun with it.
Change it like it's a clean.
So the thing that stuck out there, sorry, I'm getting texts from multiple people here during the show trying to tell them, hey, I'm busy. Similar to what I did in college is to me the most exciting thing he said in any of those three videos. JT, we've been talking for a couple of weeks now, about a couple of months now, actually, about how it sure would be nice for a new offense to try to utilize him in the way that he found success during his college days, largely as a big slot, but just scheming up looks for this guy to get the ball in his hands and be the big, fast, big player that he is. Like, go be a big, fast. Here's the ball. Go do the thing. And I don't know how much of that is going to, be able to happen, just because there's limited opportunities for him with so many mouths to feed. But the opportunities that he does get, I hope that they're intentional, and I hope that they are aimed at utilizing him not just as any big bodied backup X receiver, like, oh, Calvin's out, like, have him in, get him in there to run the Calvin route. No, do the things that Treylon Burks is best suited to do. And then maybe not only is that like going to result in the best results for you as a team and for him as a player, but maybe that's a great place to start for him to build some confidence and build off of those things.
And I think that's going to be the most important in these first 4 to 5 games this season for him, right? Getting him those designed looks that give him the yards after the catch ability to, like you say, just go out there and be big and fast, and then also fast and big. Like, get out there and do what you did best in a little bit more of that yards after the catch receiver that you can see from time to time with a T. Higgins or a Jamar Chase in Cincinnati, and what they kind of were able to build and scheme there for those players. So I think that's where they definitely will start with Treylon Burks. And I think also a little bit Chigakonkwo as well, who we talked to a little bit yesterday as well about some of those things in the offense. He talked about it being a more pass happy offense and that's where he said he loves it because that's what he thrives in. But for both of these two young players, getting them those design looks to build the confidence that they may have not had in the earlier schemes in their career, I think is going to be the biggest thing. And that's where you can start to build off more of that and have him become a super key part of the offense later in the season.
And that I spoke with Zach about this on a football show earlier today. That's kind of how they're approaching it, or at least it seems to be. This is a, for all intents and purposes, his rookie year with this offense, with this coaching staff. They are building him up to trend in the right direction and hit the ground really running at a full sprint for 2025, right? They would love nothing more than to get to the end of this year's season and say, we've got these older receivers. They served us well this year. We got a couple of them that we could let go. We got a couple of them that we got one that we could let go if we wanted to. We've got a couple of them that their contracts are up. And so we got to figure out what the wide receiver plan is now. If Treylon Burks can just slot in, they have the confidence based on this year to say, okay, well, there's one of our answers. Boom, Treylon Burks. He's finally reached his potential. He's still in his rookie contract. Maybe we consider picking up that 5th-year option, whatever it is. He's going to be the guy, and then we can work around that. That would be a massive help for them. And I think that's the intelligent way that they're going about this. We're not expecting much of this guy beyond just prove to us that you can be a solution, a reliable solution for us in 2025.
Yeah, I think that's the end goal, right? Because you would want to continue to build him up that way. And I think, like you said, there's been a lot of talk about, there's been rumblings, I guess it's been floated around that
the streets, are they talking?
The streets are saying that maybe could DeAndre Hopkins look for a contract extension before the season, bringing him back for another year. I think
the streets are wrong about that, first of all. But
they are. But it is a seed being planted in people's minds. So,
right.
You have to talk about it. Tyler Boyd on that 1-year deal, Calvin Ridley kind of on a sort of 2-year deal, kind of sort of thing.
Right. Yeah.
The way you want to look at it. Treylon Burks, if he hits, man, could really fix some problems going down the road.
Hey, you made it to the end of the video. Thanks for that.
Want more of the latest from the Hot Read podcast? Subscribe to the channel right below.
And follow us on Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram @HotReadPod for even more segments, clips, and announcements.